myself Sonali from EduToddler team. The aim of our team is to make you guys a pro learner. So be with us for short lecture and depth knowledge. Today we are going to learn about basic geometric shapes of class 6 chapter 4. आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं some basic geometrical shapes. Point, line segment, intersecting line and line, parallel line, rays, curves, polygon, angle, triangle, quadrilateral and circle. Before going to topic, we have to know what is geometry. Okay? Then what is geometry? Geometry is an oldest branch of mathematics and it is derived from Greek word that is geometron, means where geo means depth and metron means measure. Then we know the objects around us are of different types and of different shapes like ball, pen, pencil, etc. Here we will learn some interesting facts that will help you know more about the shapes around us. Now we will discuss some basic geometrical shapes and let's discuss one by one. Then our first point is point. Then what is point? It denotes a small dot like this. But one more thing, if there are 3 dots in your notebook, it will require to distinguish them. So for this reason, they denoted by capital A, B and C like this. And we can read it as point A and point B and point C like this. Now comes to our next topic, that is line segment. It's like a piece of thread like this. Let me explain you. A line segment has 2 end points that cannot be extended in any direction. And now we can name it as 2 end points as point A and point B. Now we can read it as AB line segment and write it as AB line segment. Then comes to our next topic, that is line. We can understand this with the help of a line segment. Here is a line segment. If we extend the end points of line segment, it will be like this. And now we can call it as a line. And we can read it as AB line and write it as AB line. But the difference between line segment and line is line segment has 2 end points and that cannot be extended in any direction, and line has 2 end points and it can be extended in both directions. Then comes to our next topic, that is intersecting lines. The lines which meets at a point are known as intersecting lines. Let me explain you. Here are 2 lines crossing over each other, right? We can call it as intersecting lines, and the points where 2 lines are meets is known as point of intersection. For example, letter X of English alphabet. Then comes to our next topic, that is parallel lines. These are the lines which never intersect and they are always same distance apart. Let me explain you. Here are 2 lines in same distance and we can call it as parallel lines, right? अगर ये 2 लाइन आगे जाकर एक पॉइंट पे मिल जाते हैं और क्लोज आ जाते हैं, we cannot say it as parallel lines. Means as we know parallel lines keep same distance apart. So हम उसको parallel lines नहीं बोल सकते हैं. And one more thing, chords can also be parallel lines. Where they keep the same distance apart. Means, for example, railroad track. Chords can also be parallel lines when they keep same distance apart. For example, railroad track, right? Then comes to our next topic, that is ray. It is a part of lines with a starting point and no end points. We can understand this by an example, that is sun rays. In sun rays, the position of sun is fixed, where the rays of the sun are extends indefinitely in our solar system. Then comes to our next topic, that is chord. Then what is chord? When we randomly draw like this, then we can call it as chord. But there are different types of chord and we can categorize them into three parts. The first one is simple chord, and second one is open chord, and third one is closed chord. And first we will know about simple chord. Then what is simple chord? The chord which starts from one point and ends at that point is known as simple chord. For example, if we draw a curve like this, which starts from one point and ends at that point, is known as simple curve. Then we will go for open curve. Then what is open curve? Open curve. Then what is open curve? The curve which starts from one point and ends at another point is known as open curve. For example, if we draw a curve like this, which ends at another point and starts from one point and ends at another point, is known as open curve. Then we will go for closed curve, which is same as simple curve, right? Closed curve, which is same as simple curve, like this, which starts from one point and ends at that point, is known as closed curve. Now we will know about position of curve. What is the position of curve? We will understand this by an example. First, we have to draw a curve. Then, we will understand the position of curve. The area inside the curve is known as, these are the area inside the curve, and this is known as interior, right? And the area outside the curve, like this, these are the area which is known as exterior. And the area which is on the curve, means on the boundary of curve, is known as boundary of the curve, right? The area inside the curve is known as interior of curve, and the area outside the curve is known as exterior, and the area which is on the curve is known as boundary of the curve. That's all about curve. Now let's come to our next topic, that is polygon. Then what is polygon? The shapes which is entirely made up of line segment is known as polygon. Like this, it is a polygon because it's made up of line segment, but it cannot be a polygon because it includes a chords like the line segment forming a shapes is known as its side. Means here in this picture, here AB and BC and CD and AD are the line segment that forms a shapes. Means that forms a square. And so here we can call it as AB and BC and CD and AD are the sides of these shapes. Okay. Then comes to our next point, that is vertices. Vertices means meeting point of a pair of sides. Means the pair of sides means here AB and AD are a pair of sides and the meeting point is A. Okay. So in this picture, A and B and C and D are one vertex of its picture. Right? Point A, B and C and D are vertices of this shape. Right? Then comes to our next point, that is adjacent sides. Okay? Adjacent sides. Adjacent sides means the pair of line sharing a endpoint, that is known as its adjacent sides. Means here AD and DC line segment sharing a common point, that is D. Here we can call them as adjacent sides. Means here AD line segment and DC line segment are known as adjacent sides. Okay. So in the same way, AB and BC can be adjacent sides and BC and CD can also be adjacent sides and AD and DC are adjacent sides. Okay. Now comes to our next point, that is diagonal. Then what is diagonal? Diagonal means the line segment joining two points which are not adjacent. Means DB, a line segment that connects two points. We already know D and B are two vertices of this shape, and here the line segment DB connects that vertices which are not adjacent. Right? We can call it as diagonal of this shape. Okay. DB line segment is known as diagonal of this shape. Right? Then comes to our next topic, that is angle. Angles are formed when corners are formed. For example, in a room there are 4 corners, so we got 4 angles in a room. Now you got an idea about angle? Then, but how is it formed? Right? Angles are formed when two rays have common initial point. Means when two rays sharing a common initial point, the angle is formed. Here ABC is an angle, right? And AB is the sides. AB and BC are two sides of angle, and the point B is known as vertex of angle, right? पर यहाँ हम जान गए कि AB and BC are sides and B is known as vertex. पर एक एंगल को आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए हम उसे नाम कैसे देंगे? So for this reason there are some rule, and when we specifying a angle, then the vertex is always written as the middle letter. So for this picture the angle name is ABC, right? Then our angle name is ABC. To show this angle we use a curve-like structure at the vertex. Then our angle is ABC. For example, here we will take another example. And here the angle name will be COD. Right? Now we will know the position of an angle. Right? The portion common to both sides is known as interior. Means here is the portion which common to both sides means A, B and BC, and it is known as interior. Right? And the portion outside of the angle is known as exterior. So here is the point X which is in interior point, and the point Y is in exterior point. Right? But the portion interior is not restricted. Means if two sides extends indefinitely, the portion extends indefinitely. Right? Then comes to our next topic, that is triangle. Then what is triangle? Triangle is a three-sided polygon. In fact, triangle is the polygon with the least number of sides, like this. Here ABC is a triangle, and we can name it as triangle ABC, but write it as triangle ABC, and we cannot write the name of this triangle as triangle ABC. Okay? We can write the name of a triangle as triangle ABC, not like this triangle ABC. Okay? In this triangle, there are three sides. Then AB and BC and AC are the sides of this triangle. Right? AB and BC and CA are the sides of the triangle. Right? And there are three vertices of this triangle. They are A, B, C. Right? A, B, C are three vertices of this triangle. And there are also three angles in this triangle. They are ABC and BCA and CAB. Right? Then our angles are ABC and BCA and CAB. Right? Our three angles are this. Right? Then now we will know the position of this triangle. Right? The portion inside this triangle is known as interior. Right? This portion is known as interior, and the portion outside of the triangle is known as exterior. Right? The portion outside of the triangle is known as exterior, and the portion on the triangle, okay, the portion on the triangle is known as boundary of this triangle. Right? This is known as boundary of this triangle. Okay? Then comes to our next topic, that is quadrilateral. Right? Then what is quadrilateral? It is a four-sided polygon which has four sides and four angles. For example, here PQRS is a polygon. Right? PQRS. This is a polygon, and the four sides and the four angles are here PQ and QR and RS and SP are four sides of this polygon. Right? And the and AS are two opposite angles, right? Opposite angles. Here P and R and Q and S are four opposite angles, right? Then our opposite sides are, in this picture, our opposite sides are PS and QR, and PQ and SR are our opposite sides. Okay? Opposite sides are PS and QR and PQ and SR are our opposite sides. Okay? Now we will know our adjacent sides and adjacent angles, right? Then what is adjacent sides? Right? In these pictures, adjacent sides are PS and SR are adjacent sides because these two sides share one endpoint, right? Here PS and SR are two adjacent sides. Like these, SR and SQ are also adjacent sides, right? In this picture, PS and SR are our adjacent sides, right? Adjacent sides. PS and SR our adjacent sides. Like this, SR and RQ also be our adjacent sides. Okay? SR and RQ are also adjacent sides. Like this, RQ and QP are also adjacent sides, and QP and PS also can be our adjacent sides, right? Then we will come to our next point, that is adjacent angles, right? Then what is adjacent angles? In this picture, our adjacent angles will be S and R and Q and Q and P and P and S, right? In this picture, our adjacent angles will be P and S and R and Q and Q and P, right? This is all about our opposite sides and opposite angles and adjacent sides and adjacent angles. In this picture, we also identify the position of a quadrilateral, right? As we know, the inside part will be our interior and outside part will be exterior, right? And the boundary part will be known as the boundary of that figure, right? Then comes to our next topic, that is circle. Then what is circle? It is a closed core and not a polygon. There are some special properties about circle. Okay? The first property is the center of the circle is always fixed, and the second property is the points on the circle is always at equal distance from the center. Right? Now, let's discuss the parts of the circle. The first one is circle with center C. Right? We have to draw a circle with the center C. Right? Then the line passes from the center to the points on the circle is known as its radius of the circle. Means if I draw a line from the center C to the point on the circle P is known as its radius of this circle. Like this, C and M is the segment and it can be the radius of the circle, and C and P is also, C and Q is also known as the radius of the circle. But here CP and CM and CQ are the radii of the circle. Means radii means plural form of the radius, right? And here P and Q can be the diameter of this circle. Diameter means the line which starts from one point to the another point and passes through the center of the circle is known as diameter of the circle. And one more thing to remember, that diameter is always double of radius. Means diameter is always double of radius and radius is always half of the diameter, right? Radius is always half of the diameter. Okay. Now the next part is arc. Then what is the arc? Arc means the points on the circle, right? If we take 2 points on the circle like E and F, right? E and F are 2 points on this circle is known as its arcs, right? The curves E and F is known as the arc of this circle, right? And we can write it as E, F and put a shapes like curve on the above of the E and F, right? And the next part is our chord. Then what is chord? The line segment joins the 2 points on the circle. Means if we draw a line from point P to point M. Okay. Now PM is the line segment connects the point P and M, right? And the line segment P and M is known as our chord, right? Here P and M is known as our chord, right? Then our next part is sector. Then what is sector? The interior part of the circle which is enclosed by an arc and a pair of radii. Like this. This is an arc and it is a pair of radii, right? The portion is here is known as sector, right? The next one is segment. Then what is segment? The portion which is enclosed by an arc and a chord is known as segment. Like this. This portion is known as our segment, right? The difference between sector and segment is the sector is enclosed by an arc and a pair of radii, whereas the segment is enclosed by an arc and a chord, right? Then our next point is circumference. Then what is circumference? The total distance of the circle is known as circumference. Like this. This is the total distance of the circle which is known as our circumference, right? This was all about basic geometrical ideas. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section, and if you like our video, then like, share and subscribe our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for upcoming videos notifications.